50/50 are doing exactly what I was expecting, but even better. It shows that the girls are very well trained, and you have 5 visuals. The girls really look fantastic. I cannot say one of the girls is not as pretty as the other. Especially when you put things like angels crying, tears falling, everything looks beautiful. I think this is a very good combination of those two groups. Now, does this have the catchiness of Cupid? Hello guys, this is Juneri. I'm an artist, developer and producer, and today I'm going to watch 50/50's SOS.
별빛마저 감은 midnight 멈춰있는 time 잠들기 힘든 맘 소리 없는 밤은 so dark 애써 지어본 미소도 낯선 느낌 Ooh, I'm losing my cool 가라앉은 mood Going round round when I'm blue 메아리같이 들린 목소리 Won't let me down 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 SOS I'm calling 내 맘 깊이 들려온 메시지 Can you hear my SOS Oh darling 귀 기울여봐 truth in you I'm you
Really nice voice.
여는 그 순간 피어나는 little spark 빛은 어느새 어둠을 밀어내 내 목소리가 아닌 잡음들은 다 credit 나의 이야기 그 첫 마디를 시작해 Ooh, I'm losing my cool 반복되는 loop Going round 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 through 좀 더 선명히 들린 목소리 Won't let me down 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 SOS I'm calling 내 맘 깊이 들려온 메시지 Can you hear my SOS Oh darling 귀 기울여봐 truth in you I'm you Can you hear my SOS Can you hear my SOS 내게 말을 거는 소리 대답해줄게 don't worry 다시는 나를 외면하지 않아 나
Okay. Ooh, balloons.
SOS I'm calling 내 맘 깊이 들려온 메시지 Can you hear my SOS Oh darling 귀 기울여봐 truth in you I'm you Can you hear my SOS Can you hear my SOS
Okay, yeah. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. First of all, I'm gonna start with saying, like a disclaimer, I'm not here for the politics about the company, about the previous girls. I have such a small channel, I'm just starting, but I even received a couple of emails telling me like, hey, you shouldn't never review 50/50 because they're bad. And some others saying, hey, the other girls are bad, this kind of stuff. Guys, I'm not gonna talk about this stuff. Sorry if you're expecting something like this in this reaction or review. I'm here to support the artists regardless, because I'm here for the music and the images and the K-pop. So with that out of the way, 50/50 are doing exactly what I was expecting, but even better. I was expecting something to go against their previous hit, which was Cupid. I'm not saying this is better than Cupid. Only time will show how successful it will be, as a song, I mean. But with this song here, they're telling us we're thinking to continue what the group or what the company was doing before, because they think this is the successful recite. What is this recite? It's very obvious that the production has put a lot of thought in this. Not just this, but from the beginning of 50/50, even with the previous arrangement of the girls, they sat down and thought IVE is doing exceptionally well. This is a really nice style that fits to our society, that fits to the global perception for K-pop. This kind of sweet, pretty and elegant, but not completely innocent, just a little cheeky. But that's not enough. They also want to get a bit of the cute market. So you got a very good example like Twice. I think this is a very good combination of those two groups, IVE and Twice together. I'm not saying they're copying anything. I'm just saying where they stand in the market and why this is very good, because both Twice and IVE are top 10 girl groups, okay? They have been really, really well. I would say even top 5 at some point. They come up and down depending on what they're doing, and Twice are getting older these days. They're still excellent, of course. So with this song, 50/50 are trying to hit exactly that. They're not afraid. They're not compromising in this mid-level. They say we can actually target the high level, and that's what they're doing. Even with their pre-release song, Starry Night, but especially with this now, I can see it clearly. They say, although we might not have the budget that IVE has or Twice, we're still gonna hit that. We're gonna target this top 10, top 5, and they're doing it very, very well. And it's really wonderful to see a mid-level company targeting that high, because that's how you become a bigger company, by targeting higher. The girls look beautiful, not just because the style and the set is like that. They actually look really nice and really beautiful. But when you put all this production on top, like what they have done with this concept here, especially when you put things like angels crying, tears falling, everything looks beautiful. You have this blurry close-up here with this really nice tele-lens, and it just looks fantastic. This cannot look bad ever. And you got all this dreamy imagery, but it's not like these other girl groups that they're going way too original K-pop cutie like Girlfriend. They have a different sound. I just think it's exactly what it needs to be. The instrumental is very sweet and cute on its own. It's a very nice listen, easy to the ear. And then you have the vocals. The vocal melody is so well written. There are many songs that the vocal melody is not exactly nice to listen to. It just goes up and down. It just keeps going. They keep saying stuff. But here they're very careful with when they open their mouth. And that's great. They just say what they have to say. A few nice words, very well sung, very carefully recorded. The vocals are very airy, which adds to all this nice feeling of the song. Of course, this is an autumn song, so what great timing to release this kind of music. I cannot see any fault here. I cannot see how this would become any better. Okay, maybe if you spend so much more money, you could play a little with the visuals, but you don't need that, because this music video serves the song really, really well. It already feels iconic. It feels legendary. It feels something you could say in 5 years, oh, remember that song, and immediately get this image in your mind. I can see there is a lot of abstract symbolism as well. When I say abstract symbolism, I mean the work that the art team have done so they can connect the lyrical value with the visuals. It's not necessarily a storyline, it's just how they dress the set, how they dress the girls as well, and what's happening in the set. It has some background meaning. It's not just so the set is pretty. It's also for the set to be pretty and also to have some symbolism, and that's why this is an art. That's why it's really nice. It shows that the girls are very well trained. Starry Night, I did feel a bit, okay, they're trying to get out there, they still need a little more work, but at least in this music video, in this song, they just kill it. I have zero complaints about anything. Their looks at the camera, their choreography here, it looks very lively, it looks just right without any more energy or less energy. I really like their outfits as well, they're just right for what they need to be for this music video. The sets are really nice, there is variety, there is even a whole maze here with a duck. There's nothing else to ask from this group. Now, does this have the catchiness of Cupid? It doesn't. It's a more slow-paced song, and it also might not have the virality of Cupid in social media like TikTok. But I think this is the last time I'm gonna mention Cupid in relation with 50/50, because clearly the girls have moved on, the company has moved on. It was a nice success with different girls and a different arrangement, different situations. So after this, I think this comparison can finally stop. Again, I can find no negative points in this. Everything is just perfect, and I really like how this has approximately the same budget with Starry Night. It's not like they saved money on one of the music videos in order to put to the other. They just split it nicely, and they both look fantastic. And you have 5 visuals. The girls really look fantastic. I cannot say one of the girls is not as pretty as the other. I mean, of course, different people can have their bias, and that's really nice. This is one of the things I said in Starry Night as well, that as we see the girls more and more in different versions, in different exaggeration, as their company is putting more attention, then people start having their bias. Somebody can say, okay, I like her, I like her, I like her, for different reasons, not just the appearance. Maybe they like the voice, maybe they like something they said in an interview. Whatever the reason is, that when people start having a bias, this is when the group really starts growing, because people are actually interested in these girls. It's not just a group dancing as a group, it's just 5 individual girls dancing as a group. And that's a really important key for success of any kind of group, both boy groups and girl groups. I think this is my favorite shot from this music video. The angel wings on the back and then the tear falling. So congratulations to the girls, this is fantastic job. I think it's gonna go very well. As I said in my review of Starry Night, in order for this girl group to be successful, they have to keep releasing stuff every 3 to 4 months. And I also think it's extremely important to alterate the concepts a bit. Let's say, for example, they're coming back in 3 to 4 months and they have exactly the same thing. Maybe you can say for once, okay, that's nice as well. But then the next time, they really have to present something quite different. IVE is doing this very, very well. They keep a certain style, but they alterating with the concepts a bit, and everything sounds and looks just a bit different, but it's the same thing because it's the same girls, but the song is a little different, their actions are a little different, the visuals are a little different. And this is the only thing that I'm a bit worried about. Does the company have this understanding and capability to do that? And to that extent, are the girls capable of doing many different concepts that can really push this group up to top 10 and later maybe even to top 5? Who knows? Personally, I do see the potential for this group going really, really well. So I can't wait to see what they're gonna prepare for the next comeback.